One chose to stay in a bunker, the other chose to live in an empty forest. Who will live better? One slams a heavy door shut and the metal echoes behind him with a dull thud. He is left alone with the silence. The other steps into the forest and the branches crack too loudly beneath his feet. He can feel that something is watching him from the darkness. Day 3. One sits among identical walls and the silence begins to crush him. He is already talking out loud just to keep himself sane. The other keeps a weak fire alive and the cold cuts through to the bone. In the darkness, eyes appear, and they do not leave. Week 1. One grows weaker, slower movements, empty stare. The sounds in his head are louder than reality. The other comes face to face with a beast. A sudden lunge, torn skin, blood on his hands. Month 1. One breathes heavily, and the walls seem to close in around him. He is afraid even to open his eyes. The other is trapped in a downpour. The fire dies. The pack surrounds him. He climbs higher, holds on, survives. Month 6. One sits in the dark and loses control of his thoughts. He no longer understands what is real. The other walks through the forest with confidence. Then he stops. Socrates looks at him and says, "What makes you strong is not what happens to you, but how you accept it." The other says nothing and keeps walking. Year 1. One opens the door and steps outside. The light cuts into his eyes. He falls to the ground. The other walks out of the forest. His body is covered in scars, and he realizes that he survived and became stronger.